Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Herfing with Alf. Tonight I'm going to start off with a couple of philosophical points. Plato said to do is to be. Socrates said to be is to do. Frank Sinatra said dooby dooby doo. Secondly, a neutron walks into the bar. The bartender says, no charge. Alright, well, tonight I've decided, I was not going to do a review, but I decided I'm going to review the Rocky Patel Edge, Connecticut. Comes in a cello wrapper. I just ordered some of these from Cigars International, so we'll see how they come. And, I've had the Maduro, the Habano, and I've had the Connecticut. They're both pretty good. They're not great cigars. They're good cigars. They're a good everyday cigar, and you can get them at Tismart. I've decided to order some online because I can get them a little cheaper, but not to say that you shouldn't go to Tismart and try them out. I'm going to be lighting this up in a minute, cutting it, and we'll see how it tastes. Now when you light it, you should try to get kind of a cherry red flavor color at the foot of the cigar. I don't light cigars perfectly, but I do my best. I start by doing this, and then what you do is you puff and roll. But you get that cherry red going on at the bottom here. And don't hold your flame too close to the cigar. You'll torch the end. You don't want to do that. Well, I caught the end of that a little bit too much. I kind of torched the end a little too much. But starting off, it's got a very easy draw. This is one of the easiest drawing cigars that I've smoked. A lot of smoke out of it. Highly recommend this cigar. It's for the price point, you're getting a big cigar first of all, and nice mild flavor for the Connecticut. The Maduro or the Habano has a little bit stronger flavor. Hope you guys are all doing great out there. I'd like to say hello all of my friends. First and foremost, I'd like to mention Jerry. I've neglected to mention him on these videos, but I do want to mention him. Good friend. Sean, Ryan, Luis, Jordan, Alex, AJ, Rick, Joe. Couldn't be a nicer bunch of guys than up at Tismart in the lounge and out on the sidewalk. It's a great time. And they have a big, beautiful lounge to go to. It's 1,100 square feet, and they've got big, comfortable leather chairs, 4 large screen TVs, and you can cast your own videos or music to those TVs. I'm having a nice iced coffee with caramel macchiato creamer in it to pair with a cigar. I decided to pair with something a little light. It's a nice evening out. The moon's full. I really enjoy doing these reviews, everybody. I appreciate your support. Tell all your friends about it. Yeah, I'm not expecting this to go viral or anything, but enjoy the time to relax, enjoy a good cigar, and share the company of my friends. Um, well, again, this is a very mild cigar. A lot of smoke. Look at all that smoke. It's very mild. I don't think I've ever had a cigar that draws this easily, if you like an easy draw. Some people prefer a little tighter draw. I kind of like them real easy. Another cigar to try out, I had it a couple of days ago, was the Tea. The Tea is a very good cigar, if you can find that. But getting a little bit of hay out of the cigar. Tend to get that with the milder Connecticut blends. Um, kind of a straw or a hay. Very mild, easy cigar to smoke. Good for beginners, I would say. I would say if you're a beginner, this might be a good first cigar to try. It's a big cigar, but some people like to start a little bit smaller cigar. But a little on the bitter side. There's not a lot of sweetness. Typically, you go with a darker cigar, you get a little more sweetness. I'm expecting you to get some creamy notes, maybe about a third, halfway through. That's typically what you get out of a Connecticut wrapper. I can't say enough about the weather lately in upstate New York. We've got very temperate right now, probably about 70 degrees, clear sky, a little bit of a breeze. It's just a beautiful evening. By the way, I'd like to remind you to leave a comment or two if you're watching these videos. If you're out of town, let me know. If you're, when, you can't get to Tismart, maybe you come into town someday and we can meet there. Um, One thing I'll say about this cigar is it has a pretty good construction. There's not a lot of sponginess to it. You give it a squeeze up there. Um, I imagine as it starts to burn, you may get a little more sponginess out of it, but it's quite well constructed for an inexpensive cigar. Look at the wrapper on that thing. It's a beautiful wrapper. And Rocket Patel, you really can't go wrong with Rocket Patel. It's one of the most popular brands of cigars out there. They've got a big presence in the Cigar Rights of America, the lobby to take all these regulations off of cigar smoking. I mean, government tries to control everything. They really shouldn't control whether we should be able to buy a premium cigar. I mean, I just don't believe in that. I gotta say, I get a lot of bitterness out of the cigar. If you like that, great. It's like I say, if you want to get the sweetness, go for the darker wrapper. I'm not really detecting any creamy flavor yet, even though I'm only an inch into the cigar. Um, you know, I really like that when there's a creamy flavor to the cigar. By the way, I'm listening to a little indie rock. I just subscribed to Tidal, Tidal. My friend Mark Phillips from Tismart told me about this, and it's a great selection of music. You can get music from any album out there. You tune to a channel. It's not even a channel. it really plays sequentially. It'll play a fixed selection of music, but, or you can shuffle it, and it's just really nice. I just picked up a Nissan Sentra 2015. It's got the Bluetooth connection. I just put my radio, not my radio, but my phone on Tidal, and I stream that to my Bluetooth radio. And I don't even need satellite radio anymore because I can get anything in the world. You can get a given. I listen to indie rock now, but you can get anything. Another good music source is Nordic Lodge Copenhagen. Look that up on Google, and that's really nice too. It's kind of jazzy music, you know. But as you know, I'm into all kinds of music. People don't believe it, but I actually like death metal. Let's see if we can get a shot with the cigar right in my mouth. And this cigar is making me drool a little bit, which is a sign of a good cigar. You should always drool just a little bit when you're smoking. I mean, it should come naturally. If the cigar is good, you'll drool. If your mouth is very dry while you're smoking, you probably don't have a good cigar. I learned this from Steve Saka. He's very well knowledgeable in cigars. A couple things I can't do. I can't retrohale. I can't get that smoke to go up and out the nose, without inhaling it. And I really don't want to inhale a cigar. But people do it. People do it all the time, and they say it's really usually a good flavor of the cigar. Another thing I can't do is blow smoke rings. I'd like to master these two things at some point. People have told me little tips on how to retrohale, but they never work for me. But this cigar is very mild. I think I'll take a sip of that iced coffee. That's good. I'll find a good cold brew iced coffee to pair with a cigar. In the morning, I'll pair it with a hot coffee, even later in the day. But in the summer days, the iced coffee goes well with a cigar. Just about any cigar. I don't drink, so a soda or a coffee is just fine. I do like the cream sodas and the some of the more exotic birch beer to go with a cigar, ginger beer. But and I always pair music with a cigar. In this case it's indie rock, and I do love indie rock. When I listen to satellite radio, I listen to Sirius XMU, which is sort of like a university radio station, and they play all the new indie rock. But on Tidal you can get all the new stuff. I like the band Churches. They're quite good. Very mellow. Fantagram is another one of my favorites. But on the other hand, I do like Opeth. I like death metal. I like Opeth. I like Porcupine Tree. Some of the other math metal bands. There is a concert tonight that I'm missing, Chicago and Aerial Speedwagon. But I would have liked to have seen Chicago back in their heyday, when they had all the original members. It's turning out to be a long video. It's going to take a while to upload to YouTube, but I hope it's worth it, that's for sure. I'm not sure I'm even getting the creamy notes now. Maybe I won't get it out of the cigar. I mean, I do like that, but like I say, it's very mild, a little bitter, It's not a complex cigar by any means. It's a very simple, easy smoke. Maybe a little bit like an Edibe, which, Edibe's not my favorite, but people like the milder cigars, especially when they're first starting out. I'm looking forward to reviewing the new San Lotano that's out. My friend Luis gave me one of those. He got it at IPCPR, and really looking forward to trying that one and giving you a review on it. I'm no expert, but I'm sure it's going to be a good cigar. IPCPR is the biggest vendor convention in the world for cigars, and it's held in Las Vegas. My friend Bob went down there with his friend DJ, Big Mike's son, and they, came back with lots of cigars. Bob ordered a bunch of new cigars for the shop, and I'm looking forward to trying those. I had the Punch Diablo today. It was pretty good. It's a very peppery cigar. I had to give it a wedge cut because otherwise it probably would have unraveled. I heard a couple other guys give it a straight cut. I ended up unraveling it on, but it's a dark cigar. It's peppery, spicy, a little gritty. Found the wrapper to be a little gritty when I put it in my mouth. It was a bit gritty. But there's a flavor in this I can't quite pinpoint. By the way, you can, Cigar Vixen does this. You can swish the smoke around in your mouth. Kind of like that. Gets the flavor distributed. I don't know if it's a sweetness or what it is, but there's a interesting flavor coming out of this cigar. If it's ammonia, I'm not sure what it is. It's very unique. I really don't know what it is, but give it a try. You'll find out. Well, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. I don't have any more good jokes for you, but I don't think I'm going to make it through the whole cigar on this review. Sorry about that, but I'm getting a little bitter, a little spice. It's again, it's a mild cigar. Well, folks, I'm gonna have to tune out, and hopefully this video won't take more than an hour or two to upload to YouTube. And we'll see y'all later. Don't forget to stop out at Tismark Cigar Shop in Brewerton, New York, to pick up your cigars. They have a great selection, great prices, and a wonderful lounge. And by the way, if you drink, you can buy some. You can bring in beer. You can go next door and get some liquor and bring it in, drink it. I don't partake in that, but it's available for those who wish. And they have have all your glasses, all your ice, all your amenities for having a drink and having a cigar. Well, folks, it's been great. We'll see you next time.